Simon Danczuk, you said that there's no fool like an old fool, but do you accept that this sexting was wrong?
Yeah, absolutely. I've said it was inappropriate and I've apologised for that unreservedly. I think you have to see the context of this. This young woman got in touch with me some months ago. During the course of several months we had exchanges across social media, and just at a low point in my life in September she sent me some sexual texts and I responded accordingly, and I shouldn't have responded. Wholly inappropriate, no doubt about that.
But is it wrong though, because in your defence you've been quoted as saying that some men prefer blondes, some men prefer brunettes, you prefer young women. In itself that sounds a bit icky, doesn't it?
Oh, I think it probably does, but I'm just making the point. I mean, I can't deny the fact that I prefer young women, you know, and different people have different preferences. And, you know, my first wife was 10 years younger than me, my second wife was 17 years younger than me, my last girlfriend was 17 years younger than me, and I was just making that point. But of course, I accept I've made a mistake and I've apologised for that, and I think that's what's important.
And a 17-year-old, let's just be clear here, a 17-year-old is too young for a man of your age, 49.
Yeah, absolutely. But you've got to bear in mind that this is somebody who I've only ever communicated with across social media. I've never spoken to her, I've never met her.
Because the way it's been reported, it's almost as if you're being accused of grooming her.
Yeah.
Do you accept that that's how it appears?
Oh, no. Well, the only reason it appears like that is because the tabloid newspapers have decided to report it in that way. They've conflated several months of pleasant exchanges of messages into what appears to be, from them, into just a few days of activity, and that's just not the case.
Has this young woman, Safina, been in touch with you recently?
Yeah, she has been in touch. A day or two she sent me a message saying she was sorry for what's happened during the course of the last few days, and I'm grateful for her sending that message. I communicated via the newspapers to say that I was sorry, not just to family and friends and to constituents, but also sorry to her if I'd caused her any upset. But I was pleased to receive the message from her saying that, and I think it shows a sign of maturity on her part.
Aren't you fearful, though, that this work that you've done, and particularly the work you've done on Cyril Smith, will be tarnished and undermined by the current allegations surrounding you?
Well, there's no doubt about it. You know, I've apologised for the mistakes that I've made, and my credibility has been dented. I readily accept that, and I have to work harder than ever before.
Over the years, do you think that it was been a mistake for you to court the media in the way that it appears that you have?
No, I think I've been involved in the media in terms of getting a message across, and if you're running a campaign where you want to get certain messages across, then there's a variety of ways of doing it, whether it's in the chamber, in Parliament, but also whether it's through you know, different forms of media.
Look, in the Register of Members' Interest, we were looking at this on our way up here, you got paid £1,100 by an agency called Fame Flynet, which is a photographic agency. Now, from what we can see, this is an agency that follows you around, takes pictures of you, and then sells them to tabloid newspapers. What's going on there?
No. Well, what I've done with that organisation is provide media advice and give them ideas about what they might and might not do. And, you know, that's my choice if I want to do that type of work, and I don't make any apologies for it. There's nothing against doing that. It provides an insight and provides some transparency in terms of my life. Not anything that I've ever shied away from.
But it could look like you're tipping them off about where you're going to be so they can take photos of you to sell to tabloid newspapers, and then you get a cut.
Well, but I've just made the point. Listen, I advise them.
That's not happening.
Well, no, the point I'm making is that I advise them on a whole range of different issues, and I have done for some time. And of course I receive payment for that, and I declare it properly in the members' register so that it's transparent and open so that they can see it.
But what are you advising them on? That's what I don't understand.
Oh yeah, no, that's right, about photos and everything else, but that's clear. That's clear in the book of members' interests, and you can't have it both ways. I'm declaring what I'm doing and I'm being honest and open about it.
Okay, but on this case, sorry, I just didn't need to press you on this. It does look like, I mean, how many MPs have a relationship, a financial relationship with a photographic agency that is taking pictures of them and then receiving money from them?
Well, I've no idea.
That's surely got to be wrong, hasn't it?
No, I don't think it's wrong at all, actually.
Simon Danczuk, their MP, talking to Nick Hopkins.